Well, 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 here we are, the work ahead for Mistress on Post-it notes. I've put a bit of time into going through my lists and updating it all and putting it on the colour code Post-it notes. I'll talk you through that, but in brief, so we've got the later list, the to-do list, and the in-progress list. There's a whole bunch of work that's underway, and that's all on the green notes. The work in the yellow is work that I want to get done here in the boatyard before moving to the marina. And then there's those in blue, which are work ahead, which I'm not putting down for getting done before we leave. So there is, and as some of you may have worked out, work going on in different areas. That gas locker is almost complete. Work is ongoing in the heads area, and the saloon here, these tops have now been completed with those dividers, and so they're in the process of being fitted. As also that work in the V-berth regarding replacing those 4 panels, that's all done. They've actually now been painted and are waiting to be fitted, along with purchasing the rubber so that I can fit that to the anchor locker. And to also let you know, the work for that engine box has been ongoing, but that's a bit trickier than you might think. I've been making up some gussets and blocks to make sure that that's nice and stiff, because otherwise those side panels, which don't have a panel on the back to tie it all in, would be loose, and so I really need to stiffen that up before I can fit those steps and hang that whole box off that main top step. I'm in the process of getting quotes for the gas struts. That looks like it's going to be fairly easy, which is a surprise. So that's continuing, and you should be able to see that come together fairly soon. Another small thing that is ongoing is just getting the hinges and the locks fitted for those galley cabinet doors. And of course there are a number of things that need to be done. You can have a look here. I'll just freeze frame this so you can have a bit of a peruse, and over the next few weeks and couple of months you'll see a lot of this be taken off the board and ticked off. And as explained in the last video, I went through all of this work to give you an idea of the work coming up ahead. If you know anyone, just saying. And from last episode, I really want to thank all of you people who hopped on board and became new patrons. Thank you very much. And also a whole bunch of people who also donated some money through PayPal. Thanks very much, everybody. Much, much appreciated. Now, on with the episode. So the rain's coming down again here on the sunny coast. And with that, obviously, the humidity is right up and the temperatures are low. So using epoxy and painting is pretty much out of the question to get a good finish. So what I'm going to do, another job on my list, is here in the saloon area. What I need to do, these backs are not finished. They need some dividers in the back to take the pressure and the stress on the length of these panels. These are about 2 meters long, and so obviously they need support behind the back there, especially with the riggers and even the romping in the future that Mistress is going to get. So I've always intended to put 2 dividers behind here, and then on the top of this it'll be having somewhat of a shelf which will really tie this whole top in. Same for both sides, of course. And so what I'll do now is I'll just get some measurements, as I always do, make up some templates, bring those in, fine tune those, and then make up the panels. Another monumental moment, the last of the full plywood sheets. I've had in total, well initially I got 36 full sheets, a mix of 18 and 12 and 9mm marine ply. I also got some construction grade plywood, which I thought I was going to use more of and didn't, which did mean that I ended up purchasing more sheets, a total of 7. So that's a total of 43 sheets, and this is the last one. I have been so looking forward to getting to this panel, to use it, and to be done with this pile. The last time of getting rid of all those offcuts below, where I can put this one on the stands and cut it up to be used as the last big bits to go into Mistress.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. I stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly, pass me the last thing. All in vain, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Pass me the last thing. Hello, Ramona.
So as well as running out of full sheets of my plywood stock, I've also actually run out of 18mm thick plywood in reasonable enough sizes to do a couple of little jobs that I've got remaining. So this pile here, which as you can see have got a whole lot of slots in the edges, they're grooves to put biscuits to join these pieces together so that I can get enough size to do a small job. Now these are all going to be fixed with epoxy glue, and the combination of the biscuits and the epoxy glue will make that incredibly strong. However, two things. One, they don't even need to be that strong, they just need to be held together for the job that they're going to be doing, and also they won't be seen at all. These are going to be dividers behind those saloon seat backs. As you've seen, I'm making the tops for those saloon backs, and so behind the backs I really do need to have some support behind there, because that 12mm plywood definitely is not strong and stable without some support behind it. So these dividers are very, very crucial actually to finish off that whole saloon area.
I mistook you for a dream. The engine glows. I guess you always seem to know. Hello, Ramona. I push back the serious scene. The end's unknown. To get back the life I used to know. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly, I should be the last to know. All in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly, I should be the last to know.
And there we have it, another batch of good panels for Mistress, going through the last of the epoxy coating. In the next episode, they get top coated. And more things on the lasts list get ticked off. You! And of course, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't. Click the bell so you get the notifications. Check out my website. And as I always say, leave a comment because I like reading what you have to say.